And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ready, set. Mike, 47. Check, 47. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Chance right there.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches.
80 weapons. Bang, bang. Big grip.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
5-9. Hey, Charlie. Get that ball.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Here as he's taken down. O'Shane Ximines has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
82, 20. Hey, Delta.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ready?
Throwing on second down. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Complete to Sterling Shepard.
And up. 18. Gator. 5.
And 7.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Check 3. Get it.
Off play action. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam, slam, slam. 6-5-7.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Right there.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Set. Great. Go get him.
Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Open man right side is Ingram.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Look at me. Go. Target. Check 37. Check 37. Switch. Check. Smooth.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short. And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Hey, exit. Check 93.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown to the sideline.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
40's a mutt. Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Hey, Mike, kill. Let's get it.
To throw is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, Orbit. 28. Mike, 28. Done. Check! No. Watch out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz looking deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach